It's really nice when the auto companies label the inside of their fuse panels so you know where everything is. And it sucks when they don't. Okay, so I cleaned out inside real nice. Cleaned out the lines for the coolant tank. And I replaced the coolant there. I drained and filled the oil and ready to fire it up. And then I'm going to check the coolant every 50, 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers and see how much oil is getting in there. In the meantime, I'm probably just going to order an oil cooler. And I think there was a recall on the radiators for the transmission. I'm not sure what year that is. I think this one's 2007 or 8. So I might have been ahead of that call for the transmission cooler and the radiator and making milkshakes in there. So I'm going to check into that because the coolant was still decent. The transmission fluid is decent. So if that hasn't grenaded yet, I'm going to get ahead of that one and change it. And then just start picking away at all the neat stuff on here. I'm going to do exhaust and see if I can get some kind of tune in here and maybe even a supercharger. Stick around. There's a couple O-rings to change too. There's the filter on. One O-ring there, one O-ring there, and then another O-ring on the cap there. But in the kit I got, it came with these two as well. I'm not sure where they go. Maybe it's for a different model. These are the old ones. So I'm not sure where that and that go. So if anybody knows, let me know. Okay, it's time to start doing some work to this. I broke all my own rules and I bought this vehicle just because I wanted it. And it was a decent price and I figured no matter what I could fix it. I got oil in the coolant reservoir. I don't have any oil or coolant in the oil. I'm hoping it just might be the oil cooler. Possibly some of these years the radiator also may have a bit of a leak in it too. For the transmission cooler, I think there was an issue with those. I should have done my homework a little bit better. So first thing I'm going to do is take this reservoir off and clean it out, because all the oil, when it gets in the coolant, will end up in the reservoir because it's lighter than water and it floats, so it'll all end up in here. So I'm going to clean this tank out and do an oil change and see how long it takes to get dirty. But other than that, the vehicle's not in too bad a shape. There's a couple big scratches, one right there, a few little door dings, another scratch right there. The interior's in decent shape. No rips or tears in the interior. There's 170 on the clock. It is the 5.5 liter. That's why I got it. It's not the AMG 6.3, but whatever. I like it. It's fast, it's fun. Hopefully I didn't get hosed on this motor. So stick around and let's see if I got hosed. Oh yeah, the dipstick. Nice dipstick. It's got somebody screwed with it. Ha! Anyway, shut up. Here we go, round 2. And this is why doing an oil change on Mercedes is so expensive to get done at the dealership. Pull this cover off. That's where the oil goes. That's where the oil filter goes. It does take 10 liters of oil, but the whole kit and caboodle, it's going to take about 10 minutes to drain it and fill it, and it's done. Dealership, $500. Me, $100. Anyone needs help with their Mercedes or BMW, let me know at Jimmy Riggett at DIY Auto Guy on YouTube, or you don't know, TikTok or Instagram, or find me on Facebook. It's not hard to find me.